Hi everyone, I'm John Lee. I was asked by your professor to give all of you some real-world examples on elements related to giving a successful business presentation. For my part in this series, my presentation will be on preparing for a presentation. I'd ask you all to hold all questions to the end of the presentation, when then I can answer all of your concerns. What you need to know. To give an effective PowerPoint presentation, we're going to go over what you need to know. Some of the things you need to know: your audience, the 10, 20, 30 rule, your topic, your equipment, your delivery, your recap, and your conclusion. And we'll elaborate on each of these topics as we move on. Who's your audience? When you ask this question, what you're really doing is asking yourself, what are my audience's needs? As you focus on your audience's needs, you might ask yourself, what do the audience already know? How do they respond and react to me? Engage the audience. As you may already know, there are rules to PowerPoint presentations. A few of those are the 10, 20, 30 rule. That's no more than 10 slides, not longer than 20 minutes, and no fonts smaller than 30 points. Computer problems. We've all been in this predicament because we failed to check the power cords. Make sure the thumb drive was in the input. Check the speakers, check the standby modes on the projector, or make sure our files were on the computer. You can save yourself a lot of anxieties by just paying attention to these few simple steps. After doing all of those things, you want to focus on your delivery. You want to make sure your delivery is engaging and interesting. Let your presentation tell a story. Give your listening audience a reason to listen. Make sure you don't go for too long. You don't want to bore your listening audience. Make small, subtle changes so that your PowerPoint presentation doesn't become boring. And remember to practice, practice, practice. Now let's do a recap. Remember, your audience, you want to focus on their needs and what they already know. You want to be mindful of the 10, 20, 30 rules. That's no more than 10 slides, not longer than 20 minutes, and no font sizes smaller than 30. You want to focus on your topic. Make sure you're aware of your equipment and that everything is ready for your presentation. Make sure your delivery is engaging and interesting. Remember to practice, practice, practice. Then you want to make sure you recap, and finally, your conclusion. And in conclusion, remember the key steps I pointed out as you prepare for a presentation, and you too can give an awesome PowerPoint presentation. Now, if there are no more questions, this concludes my presentation.